Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to yet another great episode of Topic Time with Harrison Young. The weather is delightful, finally, and as I hate complaining about it so much, so today I'm praising it. So I got a great show for you tonight, another beautiful guest, and before we get there, I've got to read the underwriters, and then we will do the show as usual. We got John's Greenhouses and Florist Shop in Brockton. We got C&C Reading Farm in West Bridgewater. You get the freshest strawberries and other produce. You can pick it yourself. Run by Farmer Pete and Lynn Redding, and their daughter Christy was a guest on my show many years ago. We got Wright's Garden Center in West Bridgewater. We got Vape Solutions in East Bridgewater. We got Johnny Macaroni's Restaurant, 2 locations, 2 in East Bridgewater, 1 in Halifax. We got Clothes Clinic Dry Cleaning and Alterations in Whitman, where Topic Time fans get 10% off. We got What's the Scoop Ice Cream in Randolph. We got Abington News, the Smoke and Ashes corporate office, and with stores in Abington, Whitman, Pembroke, Weymouth, and Hanson. We got T. Martini and Son floor covering in Abington, and we got Chapin Sheds in Whitman. And I want to thank you guys very much. And now we will start the show officially. Here we go. Okay, everyone, good afternoon again, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. Another beautiful day, another gorgeous guest, this young lady here. Her name is Sheetal Kelkar. Is that how you say your last name?
Kelkar.
Kelkar, yes. Okay. She's an actress, a model, a mom, I guess?
I am, yes.
Oh, cool. Okay. We've had such a slew of great guests lately, and we're going to talk to her tonight, look at some of her footage. And I know it's incredible because I've seen it, and then we're going to discuss that as well. So Sheetal, thanks for coming down here from New Hampshire and being on my show tonight. And I know
Thank you very much, Harrison.
Bit of a
it's
trip.
been one whole year, actually, since the first time you contacted me to be on the show. Somehow, do you remember?
I always say, yes, I do, and I always say everything happens for a reason.
Finally, I'm here, so I'm happy, and thank you very much for inviting me.
And thank you very much for not dismissing me after a whole year and finally making the trip down here.
No, I didn't mean.
Yeah,
I didn't
and why not? I mean, you've done. And I know that you would have probably come on sooner, but you're so busy with your awesome projects that you've got going on that you didn't really have time until now, and that's really great.
Well, I'm glad it worked out, and I see you working so hard for the show. You have the passion for what I do, and it's great work that you do. And
thank you very much.
I'm glad that we can discuss some of my work as well.
Okay, it's great work that you do too. So, all right, Sheetal, let's talk about, like I do with all my guests, we're going to go back to your childhood, see how you got where you're at now. Now you're from, I'm guessing, India, correct?
Yes.
India, okay, yeah. We've had 2 or 3 guests from India already in the show, and I love that. I love the culture. I know it's big in the Indian culture and modeling and acting in the United States, especially around Boston, is really big now.
Yeah.
And you fit right into that mold, and that's awesome. So talk about what life was like growing up in India, how you got to where you are at now, came to the United States, achieved prominence in what you do. So, and if I have any questions, I'll throw them in there. Go ahead. So start back as you can remember.
All right. We might need 2 episodes to cover
all
of my childhood.
You don't have to do all of your childhood. I just want to basically get to how you get to where you're at now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was born and raised in India.
Okay.
I was born in Mumbai. My mom is from there.
Okay.
I was raised in the state of Gujarat.
Okay.
And I grew up in the city of Vadodara. It was a princely state. We have a palace and everything there. So my education, all my school, college, I did in Baroda, and I got married and I came here in America.
First, what did you do first? Get married in India and then came to America? Or did you get married in America?
I got married and came here.
So
he was here already. He studied here. He was working here already.
Okay.
And I was supposed to, actually I had 2 job offers and I had to turn them down.
Okay.
And come here as fate had it for me. I came here.
I guess you don't regret doing that.
At that time, I felt that, I should have gotten a chance to work a little bit because I was fresh out of college and got selected through campus interviews. But I don't have regret. I think it's part of the bigger plan.
Yep.
Had it not happened, if I had started working, maybe my life would have taken a different course.
Right.
So no regrets. I think I appreciate everything that comes my way.
That's what I like to hear.
So I came here, I continued my studies further. I did certificate program from Suffolk University, Boston.
Cool. What did you major in there?
Human resources.
Okay.
My bachelor's was in accounting and auditing,
Okay.
and my master's program was in human resources management.
What exactly, I should know this, what exactly is human resources?
It's a blend of business management and the corporate day-to-day, the human resources
Okay.
department handles the pay and trainings and all of that.
Okay.
So I trained in that. I learned psychology, business management. I did internships, presentations, group discussions, thesis,
Wow.
all the work. So basically I was trained to be in the corporate world.
Okay, there you go.
I did some part-time work here as well in HR.
Okay.
I wrote a new employee handbook for a local YMCA that applied to 2 branches of YMCA. So all of-
YMCA?
yeah.
Really? Cool.
Yeah, so all of that work and then, but I knew, as such I knew from childhood that, I had big dreams. I had struggled fitting in all along
Okay.
on various levels, but I was very artistic and very passionate and interested in different activities since childhood. So
Okay.
I was good in academics, straight A student.
Wow.
I had trained in dance for 10 years.
Cool.
Indian classical as well as Bollywood.
Interesting.
And,
Never heard of that. That's great. Okay.
Where was I?
You were taking
lost my
dances
trail of thought.
and you talked about that you had done
Yeah.
a lot
So
of things.
so
Those
after
big
this
dreams as a kid.
HR,
Right.
after this HR little
Okay.
part-time thing, a few years after that, I participated in New England pageant.
Okay,
and
modeling, right?
It wasn't modeling at that time. At that point, I was too busy taking care of my family, so that was not even on my mind. But there was some shift going on inside me around that time, and I wanted to do something different and like come into my own. And
Okay.
I was getting a voice inside me was telling me that it's time to explore something. I didn't know what exactly, but it just felt right. And I participated in that pageant, and I ended up winning that crown actually.
Congratulations. Now, what exactly was the pageant?
It was Mrs. India New England.
That's right.
And it was the first year for Mrs. So
Okay.
I won actually the first ever Mrs. India New England
Congratulations.
title. Thank you.
Wow.
And then I went to nationals.
That's as good as being the first American Idol winner. You and Kelly Clarkson. That's in a way.
When
when you're the first one to win something, that becomes
Yes.
a big, noteworthy accomplishment that continues on year after year. That's the biggest
Absolutely.
accomplishment of all.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because when it's first ever, first of all, you don't have a format. It's like a blank page. You don't have some track that you can follow or any guidelines. It's like you have to figure out what you're going to do with that title and where you're going to take your journey from there.
Right.
So it was very interesting treading my path from that point and just discovering myself. And a lot has changed in the last few years, but when I won that pageant, there was no not really established much at that time. So
Okay.
I did develop a lot of community contacts in the Indian American community, and I used to get invited to attend events, or I used to even participate, MC, host, and perform dance or things like that. I also went to nationals, and I was placed first runner-up soon after I won that.
Beautiful.
And then the year after that, again I went to nationals and placed first runner-up.
Wow.
And the year after that, so 2014 was my first
Okay.
win
Wow.
at pageant.
Wow, so it's been a while.
And the nationals soon
Yep.
after. And I started my acting modeling in 2015.
Okay, how did you break into that?
That's also interesting because I did not win the crown at the nationals. I felt like, you know what, I'm really worthy, I'm good enough. and I should get my due. I mean, nothing against
the competitors.
Competitors
Right.
or the organization. I'm just saying that, but it's a great opportunity and a great.
There's nothing wrong with feeling that you
Yeah.
deserve it if you work hard.
So I knew that this is the space. This is kind of the space I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying being in front of the camera, and I'm enjoying playing this role in the community. And so many people told me I inspired them, and
Wow.
it's like a lot of responsibility as well. But I did want to do something in this zone, because in this field rather, I was always interested. I didn't pursue it really back in India. But I was always interested in films and as well as modeling.
Okay.
Growing up.
Right. Okay.
I would watch it with so much attention, just notice everything. I walked in my first fashion show when I was 16.
Okay. In India?
I was
Okay.
still in school, and
Right.
it was an Indian
High school.
outfit.
High school then.
I was
Yep.
in high school.
Right.
But I did not pursue acting or modeling. I was just doing this training in business management and all of those things.
But it was an omen for what lay ahead for you. It was an omen for what lay ahead for you. It was a precursor.
Yeah, I was interested in that. I even
It got you
thought,
thinking, hey, maybe I can do
what
this.
if I pursue this? But as such, when I look back, I feel that it's fine. I mean, I feel it's good that I did not pursue it back then, because I was too young, and I feel I had low self-esteem, or I would have done things differently back then. It's good that I'm doing it now.
Of course it is.
So I know what I'm doing, and I can do it more confidently. So yeah, 2015, I started acting and modeling, and I'm so glad I did. It became such a pressing need at that point that I just had to do it. Not doing it hurt me on the inside so much that I just had to take the plunge. And I did, and I was booking jobs, and I've done several commercials.
Okay, let's talk about, now that we know, now that you've taken the plunge and,
Yep.
you've come out gold, out gold, whatever, let's talk about, or golden, talk about what that has entailed. What projects have you done? And then we're going to take a little look at some of footage that you have of yourself, what you've done in modeling and acting, but talk about it first, and then we'll check it out, and then we'll talk about it some more.
A little bit of everything. I have done commercials.
TV commercials, right?
TV commercials.
Okay. For what?
Regionals, nationals.
Wow.
One commercial was also international. I've worked with GE, Liberty Mutual, Bank of America,
Wow.
Wayfair, Planet Fitness. I'm sure I'm forgetting many.
That's okay.
It's like a long list.
Okay.
I do a lot of work, and I'm very fortunate to get those opportunities. Of course, I have to earn them. They don't just come
That's right.
at your doorstep.
Tell
You
you
have
what,
to earn them.
We're going to take right now. Now that you brought it up, and it's time to take a look at your footage.
We'll talk about my films.
We'll talk
too.
about it in a few minutes. So, folks, check out Sheetal's footage. It's amazing, and then we'll be right back to talk about it in a few minutes.
William, what if people find out, at funerals, that we are not from the family?
Well, we're the last ones to leave. Who's going to question a married couple holding on to each other, mourning the deceased?
If I do it just this one weekend, do you guarantee absolute anonymity? Sometimes when glimpses of her come back, it gives me hope. But then it's back to the same thing. This is my last chance. I need this. I need this, not just for me, but for us. Happy birthday, sweetie.
Whoa, Millie's.
Millie Dresselhaus say. We are so glad to have you here.
So much fun.
Bring home the feeling at wayfair.com.
And this is what having time to answer one more question looks like. So healthcare providers can get back to the work that matters most.
Find a dentist with awesome. Call or visit.
That comes quick. It can even look crazy. That's fun and dumb, baby. Get a deal done. Or busy looks fun. Just
This holiday, bring home the feeling at wayfair.com.
Wow, that was incredible. That was great. So go ahead, discuss what we just saw.
So with my films, I have done 2 short films so
Okay.
far. I've done 2 48-hour films, but I was still learning. So I will discuss the legitimate projects that I've done.
Okay.
Imposter is 1 short film, and it has been selected in 14 film festivals so far.
Wow.
And it's,
All in the
it's
US?
doing great. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In the US, in New England,
Wow.
actually. You mean festivals in
Yeah.
US? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
In US.
Talk about your roles, though.
I played
I know you're successful. Let's talk about.
Roles.
Let's focus on what you did in the films specifically. Just
Okay,
a
so
few
I
things.
play a lead actor in the film. I am the woman with the art piece in an art gallery. And Imposter is basically a visual representation of anxiety, what people go through internally, the voice that stops you from achieving your full potential and
Okay.
the anxiety you feel. So it touches upon that subject with various characters in the film. So it's very moving. It's
It
a
is.
very moving film, and hope you get a chance to watch. I don't know where. I'll keep you posted
Of course.
if there's a festival
watch it,
nearby.
absolutely.
So 4 awards and 14 selections as of now, and I'm very fortunate to be a part of that. And a big thanks to the director, producer, and my
You wanna name 'em?
co-actors. And
You want to name some of the people that you work
they
with?
know
If you don't,
I
that's
love them
fine.
a lot. I love them a lot,
Okay.
and they know,
They know who they are.
they know.
They know.
who they are, and
Okay.
my co-actors as well as the whole cast and crew. And the other film I did was also shot in New England.
Okay.
It's called The Mourner's Wife.
Okay.
So it's shot already, and we have a rough draft, but it's not out yet.
Okay.
So we'll see what to do with that, but I'm excited for that too. And I want to do more films in New England, perhaps some in some other cities, and definitely Indian something, because I speak 4 languages.
Wow, what are they?
English,
Yep.
Hindi, Gujarati, and Marathi.
Okay. Those other languages of Indian descent, or are there other countries too?
No, I wish I spoke an international language, but I don't.
That's still
I
good,
learned
4
Spanish for a
languages.
little bit after I came to US.
Quadrilingual. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and English is very
Of
much
course,
my
English.
first language.
Obviously, you're speaking it now. I wouldn't understand you otherwise.
No, I mean, no, I was saying English is very much my first language.
Of course.
And I spoke it since childhood. My entire education was in English. Somebody asked me, did you start speaking English after coming to America? No, I spoke since childhood.
Okay, so let's talk about what are you doing now? You're modeling and you're acting, and it's both together.
Both together. It's
Yeah.
always a package deal. I do commercials. I do training videos for companies. I also do films. I do hopefully a feature film. It's high time. I really would love to. I also write. So right now I'm working on something. It's too early to say anything, but I'm writing a short film script myself. Let's see how much time it takes and where it goes. So I do films, commercials, training videos.
Training videos, you said?
Yeah, the videos that companies use for
Okay.
training their employees.
What do you do? Like, do you demonstrate things? Is that it? Or do you just talk people through stuff?
No, I don't train people. They use those videos to train their staff, even worldwide. Those videos are circulated internally worldwide as well for their different locations in various countries too at times. So I would be playing some character, let's say a corporate person or a manager, or I'm Indian, so I play a manager or a corporate woman a lot, and I'm trained in the corporate world. So I think I pull off that look, I attract that vibe, so I get those roles a lot. And I have also walked in fashion shows here in US. I have walked in New Jersey, and a couple of them in New England as well.
Great. So
I hope I can do more of that, but I don't know. I'll get there.
Do you have an agent?
When you're a part of an industry, you have to have everything in place. You have to be a part of the system in an official way. So yes, you have to.
So you have an agent? I
mean, of course, you can go only so far if you just keep doing things yourself. There's a limit to that. But if you want to, I have a very big vision. I'm still learning, but I don't know where I'll go, but I know that I want to do so much more. And for that, you need people from the industry.
So you do have an agent then?
Of course, yeah.
Oh, you want to say, you want to name the agent? It's up to you.
I don't want to get into
that's
details.
Fine. You want to give too much credit to the other one who makes
No, it's not about giving credit or not. I'll just, we would run out of time with this interview as well. So I'm just trying to keep it as straightforward and
So what about,
concise
do you do anything
as
else in
possible.
entertainment? I know you said you dance. Do you still dance anywhere at all?
It's been a couple of years since I last danced on a public level, on a stage. I was invited at a pageant. I was also a pageant judge at that event, and then I performed also. But with my career, with my acting picking up more and more, I was struggling to juggle everything. So I had to prioritize and put dance back as of now. But you know, it's been a while since I danced, a couple of years, and now I'm itching to dance.
Anything else? Music? Do you do music at all? Ever play, sing?
Music, I do write poetry.
You do write poetry?
Hindi. I write in Hindi, I write in English.
Okay. I was going to ask you what you wrote, and I'm glad you brought it up. You saved me. Do you write, I mean, now what about the idea of maybe, have you ever been in a music video?
Not yet, but...
that'll happen probably.
Absolutely.
You'd be great in a music video.
Absolutely, I would love to, and I actually want to. I think I fit right there. I fit right there because, you know, when you grow up in India, you grow up watching Bollywood films, and it's a very different kind of world, you know, because the songs are part of the movie. They're not separate albums. So when you watch a film, you also watch songs and the chemistry and the romantic.
You gotta have the music just right.
Yeah. So when you grow up with Bollywood, it's a completely different environment altogether. So possibly make my own music video. I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe you should try that.
If someone is watching, don't hesitate to reach out.
There you go. That's right. Look at this lady here. She'd be perfect for you. Any hot bands out there? There's a very beautiful woman right here that's at your beck and call for some kind of a role in your film, video, if you have any available. So speaking of writing, do you ever think of maybe writing a script, a film script for yourself, and then you know, trying to put it together with some people? Maybe maybe writing your own film, producing your own work. Ever think of doing that, or ever done that?
It's going to happen soon. Like I mentioned earlier, I have a little part of a script written.
You wrote it.
But I need to develop around it and turn it into more. And possibly make a film.
So here we are approaching summertime.
Oh, and I'm also on the screening committee of a film festival.
What you got? What coming for festival?
I'm on the screening committee of a film festival as well.
Where?
It's a Boston-based film
Boston.
festival.
When is it happening?
It just happened in April this year. Yeah, typically around April.
Now that summer's coming, what's on the horizon for you now for the next few months? I mean, do you have anything? Do you have any events planned? Any films? Any modeling events that are coming up in the next, you know, as the summer approaches? And do you have anything like that going on?
I plan to write further, develop the script further as far as film is concerned, and of course, I'm always on the lookout and I do submit to some film roles when they are casting as well.
Okay.
So just keep trying wherever, in all directions, you know. Gone are those days when professionals could be only one thing and one thing only.
Yep.
Now is the time where you can do it all, and if you have those talents, you pursue them all. It's just a matter of prioritizing, though, because time-wise it is difficult. As far as to answer your question for summer plans, I think I just need to brush up my profile and get some pictures taken and
Okay.
stuff like that. I think I need to do all of that, and my auditions and my work goes on.
There you go.
That's a non-stop thing. It's an everyday thing.
As it should be. Well, guess what? We're under 5 minutes to go.
Awesome.
We made the half hour go by. So what I want you to
Wow.
do in the remaining time is give some shouts out to a few people that are going to see the show. People you work with, family members if you want. Just condense them and then we'll wrap the show up. So look at the orange light there
Okay.
and
So I want to
Go
say
ahead.
thank you to, of course, my parents, my family here, and
in
back
India.
in India, a huge family, and all my friends, colleagues who I worked with, all my community contacts, my industry professionals with who I've worked at any point of time. All of you have contributed to my progress, to my development, and I am sincerely thankful for all of that. And I hope to do more work, connect with more professionals, and go after my dreams and make a difference, and also give back. I always like to give back to the community.
Okay.
Like charity-wise, or giving my time for example, at the festival, I screen. So thank you all, and I hope to work with those of you who I haven't had a chance to work with yet.
that's it. And you will, I'm sure. Any
Did I
travel?
forget anything?
Any
Did I
travel
forget
plans? You going? I mean, going back to India at all or anything? You going to any other parts of the country, the world?
I do travel to India pretty often.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Nowadays, even more often.
Right.
So once a year. I just went in March, and I
Okay.
traveled to.
Oh yeah, I think I remember that. We
Yeah,
were
I
talking.
traveled
Somebody
to-
was. Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
So
Yeah,
I
we-
might go again if I have a reason to. If I have any work or something develops, I can travel sooner as well. Let's
Okay.
see. Let's see. I have a couple of ideas, but if they materialize, I won't wait until March. I might travel sooner, maybe November-ish. Let's see.
There you
But
go.
nothing concrete yet.
I'd visit India. It's a very pretty country. I mean, I love the food. I'm a vegan.
Oh my God, yes,
Yeah.
food.
Yeah, it's best food.
So flavorful.
Kulcha,
Not
that's my-
necessarily spicy, but full of flavor.
I like that.
Flavor.
That's my type of food. All right. Well, you did a great job. I hope you had fun with me tonight. Hope,
Lots of fun.
okay. Well,
I didn't realize that it's half hour already.
I know.
I think I was talking most of the time. I'm so sorry.
it's okay. No, don't be sorry. Well, guess what, folks?
I love to talk.
Hope you enjoyed my interview with Sheetal. More great shows coming up. See you next time. Take care.
Thank you so much.
Are you ready? Here we go.
Yep.
All right.
You want to do namaste just because you have an Indian guest?
Well, that's okay.
No, you do you. I'll
There you
do
go.
mine.
Do it. Anything cultural, you feel free to
No, I'll
demonstrate
join
it right
in.
on here.
I'll join in.
There you go.
Do a little dance.
She's good. She's got the moves, folks.